Hello. Ooh, hello. All right. Oh, I've been gone for a week. I went on vacation. It was good. Now I'm back, catching up. Um, Turns out that when you don't work for a week, you have a lot to do when you get back. But I made a handy little list here. I made a list, post-it note that has all the stuff that I wanted to do today on it. And I've done a lot of it, actually. So that's good. Streaming was not on the list. It's just a given. I don't need to put it on a post-it note, you know? Hello. So, what are we doing today? We're going to work on a Sci-Fi Shovel Knight illustration. See here, you guys can see how much I lie to the internet. This is what my sketch. Well, if you turn your head, to everyone, turn your head to the left. This is what the sketch looked like, but then I take it into Photoshop and mess with it and make it look better. So let's take that sketch. A little Sci-Fi Shovel Knight with his laser shovel. Yeah, and Spectre Torment, as you said on Twitter that I should keep an eye out for that, and I did, and I liked it. I enjoyed it very much. And yeah, so let's see. I think this is pretty neat. This is pixel art done by... See, this is the sprite from the game. This is what Shovel Knight looks like in the game. Let's make sure my... This is what he looks like in the game. And then this is some pixel art that the artist who worked on Owlboy made. It's kind of interesting, the difference with the same color palette and roughly the same size. It's just an interesting, different take on the character. So, where do we start? Well, let's see here. Let's close off. Man, I've been doing a lot of pixel art lately. Don't save. Hold on, I gotta close. This is all the stuff that I should have done before stream. This is hold on, I think I can show you. I asked this guy permission to work on this on the stream, but I think that at the very least there's no harm in showing you what I'm doing. I'm working with a guy to make a poster for a short film of his, and I will not tell you what the movie's about because that's not maybe for me to tell. But this morning I just shot off some sketches and reference for what we might do. Look at how good this Indiana Jones poster is, by the way. For what we might do for this poster. But I emailed him and asked him if he would be cool with me streaming it because I think that, we do a lot of vector stuff here, but it might be cool to do a little bit of Photoshop, a little bit of movie posters. See if my movie poster muscle still works. Don't save. Okay, so how big is this artboard? Let's see, how big are these pixels? Mm, 3.3. What if we just did 3 by 3? The Spectre, I don't know, it's hard to say because I liked the movement of Spectre Torment. I like the movement a lot, but because a lot of it is kind of like going back through a similar campaign. Like it didn't have like the freshness that Shovel Knight had, so I don't know that I liked the campaign as much. But I liked a lot of the skills that you get more. And yeah, I mean, I enjoyed both of them a lot. I tried to play the Plague Doctor one, and I wasn't feeling that one as much. Let's see, let's set up my grids. Snap to grid. Okay, good. Yeah, I played it on the Switch, and I thought it was great. I haven't even played it on my TV yet. I just played it on the Switch. So I want the scale to be roughly comparable. I might make it like a little bigger than this. Well, then I guess if you make it... But I want the scale to be somewhat comparable. We'll make it maybe a little bigger. See what that looks like. Because I think it's going to be need to be a little bigger to work in some of the like sci-fi details, like the giant ridiculous shoulder pauldron, and the jetpack and his little robot or like amputee leg thing. Yeah, after playing it, I agree with Jeff. I gotta play some music for myself. How is everyone? How are you all doing? It's been a week. We've all done things in the past week. I obviously played Shovel Knight, amongst other things. What did you all do? I'm also going to use the same palette as best I can. I might swap out some... He might not be like a pure blue character. I might bring in some of like grays and stuff. Yep, no, I was just gone. You weren't missing anything. Alright, that's probably good. I started with the visor, just because that's gonna determine like his head size and kind of everything else in this thing. That's okay, Jeff. I don't think you're talking too much. Bless you, Megs. I'm eating a banana, but I don't know if you can tell that I'm eating a banana. This is a black and white banana. One thing that this black and white crappy cam does not do well is this color. I realize how stupid what I was saying. How stupid it was as I was saying it. But here we are. I don't know why all the pixel art lately. This is how pixel art has like kind of always gone for me. I just kind of get in kicks. every once in a while I remember it and I'm like, oh yeah, I like doing pixel art. I don't get this. I hate curves. Curves. That looks good. One little trick that I use sometimes when I'm making pixel art in Illustrator like an idiot, you can see sometimes like I nudge things, but it jumps more than one pixel grid because I have aligned the pixel grid on and I have my keyboard increment you found in preferences set to 3 pixels because that's the size of these pixels. But what happens sometimes, I don't know why, is it'll skip things. So when it's skipping a grid like that, I just set the increment to 2 and that solves it. Then it will only go 1 grid at a time because the increment is smaller than the grid. Yeah, there's something just like very purposeful about the process that I enjoy very much. Let's save this file, shall we? Sci-Fi Shovel Knight. Thanks, Rad. Is it okay if I shorten your name to Rad? Radzor? Radzor is how I've always processed that name in my head. Hi, Zach. I have a banana just for you, buddy. Just for you. That sounds weird. That sounds like a proposition. I got a banana just for you. Let's see. So my sketch, he's got this little radio dish. So in the game he has these horns, but I don't think a sci-fi Shovel Knight would have horns. I tried to think of something that would go on the other side of him, but I got nothing. I couldn't come up with any ideas. I got no ideas for that. Let's see, now I gotta figure out how to make a radio dish thing. This is... Yeah, I mean it's not my creation. It's Yacht Games Shovel Knight. But yeah, I mean Boba Fett just looks like a Roman warrior. Fuck. Is Boba Fett already the sci-fi version of Shovel Knight? Should I just be illustrating Boba Fett? Also, what's the boss in Mega Man X first boss? Shovel Knight also looks like that dude. I can't remember his name though. Does anyone know who I'm talking about? I think he has like purple armor. There he is, but that's like a weird... This guy. There he is. This dude. Check this guy out. Check that guy out. Sci-Fi Shovel Knight. What am I even working on? The preload commercial was Overwatch. Yeah, I don't think I'll get any loot boxes. There's so much stuff in the anniversary that I think your like chance of getting a skin that you want is actually very low. Which seems somewhat silly on their part if they want people to get loot boxes. That is a very large nose. Let's see. All right. You've gotten all those just from playing? That's insane. I played enough Heroes of the Storm to get the Korean cop diva skin. Alright, I should probably start putting in some colors into this stuff. How big is this dish? That's probably too big. That's like rivaling the size of his head. I kind of like that the color palette is already decided for me. See, I'm just gonna rough out the colors so I don't have to think about it a whole lot. It does get butchered a lot. It's pronounced, my last name is pronounced Grinling. Like friendling, like friend with a G and a ling. No, Grindlung is like my shitty horror movie name. Yeah, like friend with a G and a ling. I actually was very surprised because one of the stewardesses, or I guess it wasn't a stewardess, it was just like an airplane help lady. It was like a woman that was working at the desk at the airline. Said, "Have a nice flight, Mr. Grinling." And it was like so shocking to me that someone said it correctly that it literally stopped me in my tracks. And I was like, "You said it right." And then I didn't have anything else to say. That was a good story. She was the gatekeeper. That's kind of interesting, being so limited by the color palette. I usually, like, the Mega Man portrait that we made, you see that I just kind of went insane with colors. Well, not insane. It's still relatively scaled, but it is not like a accurate Ness palette the way that Shovel Knight is. They're Grimlings in EverQuest. Good. I'm glad. All right, let's see. He has a little backpack on because all good Space Marines have backpacks, right? Hello, Ollie. Something about my tone today. All my greetings sound very dead. Hello. Hello, Zach. Hello, Ollie. Maybe I'm out of stream practice. We'll just say that. We'll just say I'm out of stream practice. You haven't done anything wrong. It was me. I'm doing everything wrong. Oh boy. Hello, what is your drink of choice? That's actually a good that's a good like conversation starter, right? I think my drink of choice, because it's just easy for me to make around the house, is drink White Russians. Or, I don't know, a glass of wine is always good. That's like the easiest thing to make because you don't have to make anything. Hashtag engagement. Io, a volcanic. Oh, Megs is for those of you unawares, Megs is talking about we're trying to figure out what I is going to stand for in Astro Alphabet, a set of alphabet flashcards we're making. Because it was International Space Station, but 2 out of the 3 words in that name don't begin with I, so it felt like a bad choice, and it was too damn long. Like I was having to change the layout of all the cards to accommodate one really long card name. What's Io look like? I'm tempted to say Io. Let's see. Io Jupiter. Oh, it's hideous. Io, the pizza face moon. Looks like me in high school. Poor Io. That is pretty badass. Badass if true. Let's see, what was the other? Ice Giant? I Intergalactic Law? We could also just go with Intergalactic and introduce them to the music of the Beastie Boys. I mean, it's never too early, right? I was very excited about Destiny 2, and then they said that it's going to come out on PC later. And I'm still excited for it, but I'm less excited because I was looking forward to playing it. I'll be playing it. I played it on PS4 last time, but I almost always side with the PC version of a game if I can. Since J is Jupiter and we don't have Neptune or Uranus on the list, we should go with Ice Giant. Okay. I'll buy that logic. I didn't even know ice giants were a thing. So I learned something. How big do we make the belt buckle? Very large. It's like a good old Texas belt buckle right now. You can't make it go too far out though, because then it'll just start to look like a belly. A wrestling championship belt. Then shouldn't it be? It would be over his shoulder, right? Hmm. All right, then he has like a raid level shoulder pad on this side. I think so. Megs and I talked about going to see it. No Saturday night. We have birthday plans. Let's see. Wow, Wonder Woman's at 97%. It's gone up since you checked, Megs. Yeah, see, I never saw um, Suicide Squad. And I didn't see Batman versus Superman in the theater, but I watched the director's cut when it came out and liked the director's cut. But but I don't know. I haven't seen the movie everyone else saw in the theater. So Oh, you've seen the director's cut. Awesome. Yeah, because it's everyone else saw a version that they didn't like in theaters, and so you're never going to convince those people to try the director's cut. Which, understandably, if the movie traumatized them. Oh, his belt can be a shovel blade. Hell yeah. Alright. Well, Jeff, if you ever, I mean, it's not like a great movie, but I thought it was an enjoyable romp. Um, but yeah, if you ever do watch it, I would watch the director's cut for sure. Probably getting too hung up on this like one part. I should go ahead and finish the rest here. Yeah, he totally killed people in that movie. That part is not good. That's bad. Oh, the other bad part of that movie is Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor. It's terrible. It's beyond terrible. He, he is so bad in that movie. Oh god, now I'm just remembering how bad he is. It's really bad, you all. See, I might not be able to do the. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make this back leg read as a, like, amputated thing just because of this cloth. Maybe color will help it. It's so bad in that movie. Stay focused will start blocking your site. And God, I have a thing that blocks Twitter after I've been on it for X amount of time. But the problem is, I actually have business direct messages on Twitter, and so I'm like, okay, because I'll just open an incognito tab to cheat the system. Doing things at like slight angles is always kind of a pain on low resolution things like this. Nothing awkward about what's happening right here. Thanks, Ollie. I had a lot of fun making them. I still want to make more stuff in that style, but I just don't know what to do with it. I had so much fun making it, though. I'd like to keep going. Thank you for leaving us with that quote, Bill. And what a quote it is. See, how did this see fire? Oh, it's a crappy. Pretty sure those are the same orange. They just look slightly different because they're in different contexts. Yep, same. I might use this one because it's going to be hard to make a cool laser shovel with just yellow. I feel like I need another color. See, how big and ridiculous can we make his intergalactic space boots? just looks like fire. Son of a bitch. Alright, I'll have to fix it. We'll put that in the to-do list. Maybe I can put the handle in, or this guard right here. You can put that in where it breaks, so it's not like quite as awkward to transition there. Let's see. Does that make it more awkward or less awkward? Maybe more awkward. Can't win. I haven't said anything forever. You all aren't talking. I'm not talking. No one's talking. Oh God, no, no! Don't say that. What if I make it blue? Will it look less like a peen? Is that foot right? God damn it! I can't get my camera right. I messed with it, and now I'll never get it back to a spot that I like. It'll just annoy me forever. Let's see, what background is this gonna go on? Let's look up some Shovel Knight backgrounds. Maybe I just do a gray background like they did. Sample something from this. Perfect. Nailed it. Maybe this base part needs to be yellow like the horns, so it's a little more referential. All right, it's coming along. Let's see. How long have we been streaming? You guys aren't talking. I'm not talking. No one's talking. We've been streaming for an hour and 20 minutes. I think that's a good enough time to call it, right? If neither of us is feeling particularly talkative, it's like a mutual decision, right? We're mutually deciding to end this stream. So I think that's what we'll do. We'll mutually decide to end this stream, and yeah, everyone's feeling a little lethargic. I get it. I'm recovering. Oh, I already told you about my list of things that I made to do today. Anyway, that thought didn't go anywhere. Anyway, so we're gonna end it there. I'm gonna keep working on this off of stream, and that will be fun. And we will all reconvene tomorrow with more energy. I hope I have more energy. I hope you have more energy tomorrow. Yeah, that's it. I think that's it. That's all I got. That's all I got for you. I think we're done. So, thanks everyone for tuning in. And I will be back here tomorrow at about the same time, probably around 2 o'clock, maybe earlier. I don't know. I have a meeting at 11 and then nothing else. So, we'll figure it out. But thanks everyone for tuning in today. And I will see you back here tomorrow. Fairly well.